I was thinking about when I was younger, like in my 20s, 30s, 40s, that after the holidays were over, I would have this giant hole, this void. And I tried everything I could to fill that hole, and I never felt content.
Hmm.
And I'm just wondering, I mean, of course it's actually different now, but are you feeling a hole now or what?
I do remember, and I had a little bit of that this year where you're in an acquiring mode over the holidays. You're buying gifts for other people. And so you're looking and shopping and seeking. And then after the holidays, they send you coupons and reminders that things are on sale. And so there's kind of a sense of I've got to keep going in acquiring things. Right now, it's skincare and clothes. So I do remember that. But this year, I am experiencing more of a sense of contentment than I have had in a really long time.
Wow. That's great. And what do you think is the bottom line of that contentment?
I think the bottom line is that travel, which is one of the things I love more than anything, um, I have planned some trips for the year that are little touch points throughout the year that I'm looking forward to. And so they feel like they anchor me. And so I feel contented with where I am because I have an anchor 1 month down the road, 2 months down the road, 5 months down the road of something I'm looking forward to. Does that make sense?
Well, I'm laughing because I'm sure you remember that, when we were all living in New York, my nickname was the living itinerary
Yes.
because I was the person probably from 15 on where I had to have a plan. There had to be something upcoming that I could live for. And I don't need that anymore either. I feel I'm a couple of those trips I'm going on with you. So
A couple of those trips you planned.
I know. So I know what you're talking about. But my contentment comes from a belief that I am enough and that
Mhm.
the life that I'm living is a life that I earned through walking through the fear,
Mm.
coming through a life of where I think I was frightened every day. And I can't even tell you, frightened of not being enough, of being too much,
Yeah.
and that now I'm at that point where I've made the decision that I'm enough. And if the people around me don't like me, well, then goodbye.
Yeah.
I only want to be surrounded by positive, loving, caring, supportive people. And in that, and in taking care of myself, I found contentment.
Yeah. I think I've been making I've been making choices about how I use my time. And something has to be very important to me before I'm willing to go out, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
And so in doing so, I'm choosing only those things which make me really happy. I'm not doing a lot of obligation things.
Yeah.
And so I think maybe my contentment comes from that.
I think so. I think that when you finally make the decision to take care of yourself, that thing that I'm always saying about, I feel a sense of freedom in my life because I have my own back.
Yeah.
Obviously and I think when you have your own back, you attract people who are supportive and loving and
Hmm.
kind, and you and I've been friends for so long, but the kind of friends who are supportive and loving and who care about each other
Yeah.
no matter what's going on. But I think it all comes from taking care of ourselves. And like you said, just making more positive decisions. So,
And
um,
I think it also, is we have collectively and separately gone through some of, well, really like all of the five life crises, jobs, moving, deaths, births, near divorce, those kinds of things that are really the 5 life stressors, according to psychologists.
Mm-hmm.
And we've not only weathered them, but we have come out the other side stronger, healthier, happier. And so that feeling of I have always got my own back has been proven to us by ourselves. So we have empirical evidence that we have our own backs. And I think I'm very data driven. I need to see the evidence, and I can see the evidence in my life. And I think that's one of the reasons that I feel this kind of calm sense of contentment, is that I know that there's really nothing that can come my way that I won't be okay through.
And
even
I think
if it's hard at the moment.
That's a thing that, how they always say, well, what would you have told your younger self? And I think that because I feel the exact same way, but I know that I didn't always. And I think that what I would tell my younger self is, I would challenge myself. What's it going to be, Kathy? Fear or faith? Fear or faith that you're going to make it through this? Because an idiot would choose fear. And I know you're not an idiot. So just faith. And in the end, that faith, and it didn't mean that things turned out the way I thought they were going to. But here I am. And here you are. We're here. And we're here to say that I think that we all have an unlimited well of courage, and that we don't even in our lifetime tap into how deep that well of courage really is. But here we are, and we've made it, and it's not that we're special. Anybody can do it. It's just, what's it going to be, fear or faith?
So true. That makes me take a deep breath and relax, just hearing that.
And relax. So have some faith, and come back and say hello, and let us know what you're doing to fill that post-holiday void. All right.
Bye.
Bye.